6:15 a.m. and we're on trail. Joe was up at 5:30, started rattling around. So here we are, walking. The sun's up. A funny day yesterday. Joe and I have literally been in our sleeping bags for more than 12 hours. It turned into a bitterly cold day yesterday. So we got into our sleeping bags in the shelter and I listened to a book. Joe, Charge, did some sleeping. But after having my feet up for 12 hours, I'm feeling mightily refreshened, if that's a word. We've got about 13 and a bit miles to walk today to Hot Springs, where we've got a room with a bathroom and a nice large comfy bed waiting for us for 2 nights, which will be really good. I've been having a few problems uploading videos, and I managed to post the wrong video a few days ago on YouTube. Cell phone coverage is patchy, and with bad weather and walking long hours, I've been finding it hard to find the time to edit and do stuff in the evenings. But when we get to Hot Springs, I'll be able to catch up and sort everything out. I'll come back to Charge in a bit and I'll get him to give you an update of what the plan is and maybe some comments from him on yesterday. But today is a much more comfortable, it's cold, but it's a much more comfortable day than yesterday, which was probably up there in my top 3 most uncomfortable days on the trail in the last 2 years. All it needed was some snow and it probably would have been number 1. We've just done a mile and Charge has stopped to take one of his layers off. 2 of his layers off. You know, Charge and I were wearing all of our clothes last night, and the only things that we weren't wearing were really wet and our raincoats. So which meant that, you know how we turn our clothes bags inside out and there's a nice fleecy side, and we use that as our pillow? Well, as you can imagine, Charge and I had extremely empty pillows last night because excuse me, we were wearing everything. Anyway, we're going to go over to Charge and we're going to see how his morning's going and see what he's got in store for the day, because he is obviously the all-knowing. He's looked at the map.
Morning, Flash.
Oh, hang on a second. Just a second, I need to press the record button before you start good morning me. Good morning, Charge.
Morning, Flash. So to wake you up and kick you out of bed at 5:45.
Can we just start with the fact that it's about 10 degrees Celsius and you've got a short sleeve shirt on?
Oh well, got 2 big hills to go up right now. So we've been going for, my watch is playing up, but we've walked
We left at 6:15.
25 minutes. I've just stopped, so it's probably about 20 minutes. And we did 1 mile, and we're walking 2.7 miles per hour pace, which is good. But that was downhill. Now we're going uphill.
Going up.
Yep. So we're another 12 miles into Hot Springs, hot lunch, shower,
Gonna wash.
dry, tent out.
We're so wet and dirty, aren't we?
We're grubby mutts.
How was yesterday for you?
That was revolting. It was
It was a stink day, wasn't it?
yeah.
Cold, wet. Colder, wetter.
But we get to do this today.
Yeah, and today is, frankly,
Yep.
a much better day.
Let's get up that hill.
Okay. Just got to the top of a monster hill. You can probably hear it in my breathing. Now, Charge did hang the absolutely sodden tent yesterday when we arrived at the, I want to say the stinky shelter, but it's the Walnut Creek shelter. But some of the water dripped out, so it's not quite as bad as it was yesterday, but it's still really wet, filthy and dirty. So it's kind of messing with the balance of his backpack. So we've just stopped so he can rearrange stuff and so I can eat something. smothered in peanut butter. We're above the clouds.
Easy as water flowing down. Easy your love on my mind.
So it's just over 5 hours and we're winding down to our location for the day. We're staying at the Something Heart Hostel. It's a hostel and a lodge. And what Charge and I have done is book ourselves a nice room in the lodge because we need some comfort. A nice big comfy bed. And I'd like my own bathroom with a bath in it. So that's what we've done. We've booked that for 2 days. Oh, the Laughing Heart Hostel and Lodge. So Hot Springs is the first town on the Appalachian Trail that you actually just walk through. We don't need to go anywhere to go to Hot Springs. We don't need to catch a car. We just walk through Hot Springs. The Laughing Heart Hostel is before you get into town, but it's literally at the trailhead. We've arrived a little bit early because we've marched up and down those hills quickly this morning. But priorities are probably laundry because we've got no clean or dry clothes to go anywhere in. And then probably food, something hot to eat. But it's good to be here and it's nice to hear the sound of the cars and just get a sense of civilization because we've been out in the boonies for the last 4 days. Let's have a look at what this sign says here. Appalachian Trail, Carolina Mountain Club. And I'm pretty sure that right there is the Laughing Heart Hostel. That's all we need to go. Straight ahead. And we're there. What you talking about, buddy? We've come to stay at your place. So we made the decision at the Laughing Heart Hostel and Lodge that we would book a room just because I just feel like a bit of luxury and a bit of comfort. So how lovely is this? Look at this. It's beautiful. It's a lovely room. Beautiful butterflies on the wall. Charge is using the conveniences at the moment, so we can't go for a tour there. But we can look out the window to this lovely big lawn at Hot Springs, North Carolina, and we're really lucky because tonight it's Memorial Day and they're doing a free barbecue for hikers, so we can go down and have some barbecue and get to know the other hikers at the hostel. This is sensational. I paid $25 to get an early check-in, and I have to say it's feeling like the best $25 I've spent in a long time. Cheers, Charge.
Hamburger, hot dog.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's the liquid beers.
And not the bears. You're looking extremely regal this morning, Charge, sitting in your armchair in the monarch room. That's the butterfly, not the monarch, as in the king.
Oh, sitting in a throne, aren't I?
Well, you were.
Thanks, Bridget. Hey, Bridget, or Flash,
Yes, Charge.
did you, in your videos, put up the photo I sent of you sitting on the throne in the middle of the woods?
So Charge has this very unfortunate habit of taking photos of me when I'm in privies that don't have tops and bottoms or even doors. I haven't edited that one yet. I may include it. You mean from the Walnut Grove privy?
Yeah, I'm actually thinking of doing my own videos, which is the
Outtakes.
or bloopers
Hey,
or poopers.
Poopers, thank you. Now, we've been sitting outside in the sunshine after we had our lovely breakfast in the breakfast room, just contemplating the next few days, because logistics are kind of it's not just about walking, is it? There's a lot to do with logistics on one of these hikes.
Yeah, it's a bit of thinking to do, and there is no problems if there's space in shelters or there's camping sites and you're willing to carry food. So what we're trying to do is to minimize how much food we have to carry and restock every 3-4 days, which makes it very doable. The issue that we got is from Hot Springs here. We're still at the Laughing Heart Lodge and Hostel, which is next door, and basically we've got a massive climb over 2 mountains to get to a shelter, because the campsites and the first shelter, which are about 13-14 miles, are closed because of severe bear activity. So we've got a big climb to do tomorrow. Today we're going into town. There's a good supply store, so we'll grab a few bits and pieces. I've lost another gator. Yeah,
it could have been me, it could have been the washing machine, or it could have been, I don't know.
Just fallen out of my pack after everything got so wet the other night. So anyway, it may turn up, it may not, but in the meantime, I'm going to go get another pair. So it'll be the 3rd pair of gators that I've had. Life's full of problems. But anyway, so we're going to go to the supply store, grab a few things. There's a little mini deli mart that we'll have a look at, some fresh food that we could probably carry out for lunch tomorrow. Post office opens up at 10 o'clock and we have a box there, so we'll go and grab that. We'll actually buy some extra things because we're going to send the box through to the next post office in Roan Mountain, Tennessee. We're still in North Carolina, and we may stop at or we will stop at Irwin on the way through just to restock. Be a little narrow, go in, grab some food, and may stay the night or do a hero, which means we're going to town, grab food, and go straight back out on the trail, keep hiking. But we'll see how we're feeling. The next week the weather's meant to be very, very hot, so I could see us staying the night to have a shower, laundry, and cleaning up. So that's really exciting. Probably 140 miles in front of us, and we'll just keep on track. But today is a 0 day.
I know, it's super exciting. I just can't believe that we get to have a whole day off. Kind of the first day since day 5, when we just rested and did a whole bunch of logistics and thought about your foot. But that was a long time ago.
Yes.
Do you know how many miles we've done in total? Around about 200 and...
About 270, plus 9.2 from the approach trail. Remember, I changed the whole appellation. That was my theory.
So we're counting it. We're going to be over 300 in the next few days.
Correct.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's good. So we're on target to hit our 500 in the 5.5 weeks we're on trail.
Woo.
Which is good.
That is good. Right, let's get to town.
Great.
So we've left the hostel with Sloth, and as Charge has said, we're going to go down to the outfitters to resupply, go to the post office to pick up our box, and just take care of a few logistics. It's Sloth's 13th wedding anniversary today, so we've said congratulations to him and Kim, and I'm sure we'll have a celebratory cup of tea or something later in the day. So we've arrived at the Hillbilly Market in Delhi. Apparently these guys open at 6 o'clock in the morning. They make fresh made subs. So our plan in the morning is probably to head down here and get ourselves subs at 6 a.m. for lunch tomorrow, and also grab ourselves some breakfast, because it's looking like it's going to be a big day. It's going to be about a 21-mile day tomorrow, maybe 19 the next day, maybe 18 the next day. So, you know, food's really, really, really important. Right, so Charge and I have just come back from walking into town. First thing we needed to do was go to the post office to pick up our resupply box. So that's got a bunch of food in it. We're going to take some out, but we're going to put some other stuff back in again and send that forward to ourselves to Roan Mountain, which is what Charge was talking about this morning. But on top of that, we've also been to the deli, and we've been to the outfitters, and we've got a resupply. So there's a bunch of stuff here. Well, let's talk about it. We've got a big block of cheese. We've got electrolytes.
Flash, what's this?
Oh, they're new gators, because someone, it could have been either of us, lost the flaming feet. So we've now got skulls. I know. We've got some backpacker meals. Oh, a large pile of Snicker bars, M&Ms, hot chocolate, dried fruit and nuts. And basically we need this and what's in this box here to get us through the next, how many days, Charge?
Be about 7 days, 8 days food.
But we'll supplement it with some stuff in Irwin
Yeah,
as well.
but half of this is going back into a new box and sent 140 miles up the track.
Oh, so many logistics. So,
Right, we're off back down to the post office, and we're going to bump more food up the trail and to Roan Mountain Post Office. So off we go.
okay, and we're also going to eat, aren't we?
Ooh, and drink.
Sloth has got a very, very important package in his arms.
Woohoo! One has been delivered. Yeah.
We'll talk about that later.
Waco. He is way codependent. Oh, hang on a minute, I'll grab him for you.
Waco, because he's
Way
way
codependent on people.
codependent.
Waco.
I actually know a few people like that.
Oh, but let her take your picture first.
There we go. Beautiful. Just been to the Dollar General to try and get the last few bits and pieces. They were quite empty, actually. So we just need to trust that we've got enough food to get us through the next 3.5 days. And I think we have, because we always pack too much. So we'll just roll with it. I did manage to get dental floss, because God forbid I don't floss my teeth. But we've got plenty. It'll be fine. So I've seen this first in flight license plate a few times since we've been here in North Carolina. As New Zealanders, we would probably contend that the Wright brothers in New Zealand, we believe, flew first. And that, in fact, New Zealand is the first in flight. So anyway, I'm sitting outside with Charge and Sloth, wearing my Halloween themed loner tights and my sandals. And you'll see we're going large. We've got Lay's potato chips. But Sloth had something interesting in the package. You would have seen earlier when I intercepted him and said, "Ooh," and he did a little dance saying the wine's being delivered. So what have we got here?
So this is Unwritten 2019. So my friends and I back in 2014 started a winery out in Napa called Unwritten, and this is our 5th vintage of Napa Cab. We make one thing and we do it damn well. It's cab.
There's nothing wrong with that.